morning, booktubers. Welcome, subscribers. Welcome, visitors. Welcome, anyone who wants to drop by and watch me talk about books, because I never thought anybody would want to, but people keep doing it, and I think it's wonderful because I get to talk about one of my favorite things in the whole world. Now, I do love my Yorkies, and I do talk about my Yorkies, and I love tea, and I talk about tea, but I really love books. And I talk about books. Oh, I also love my wife, and I talk about her a lot. But Michael Romeo Talks Books is all about books. It's about books. Books are awesome. Books are wonderful. And today, we're doing a tag. This is the My Reading Journey, the evolution of a reader tag. It was created by Spread Book Joy. And I will provide a link to Spread Book Joy down below. And I was tagged by the fabulous Micah Cummings. I'm sorry, I said his last name wrong. It's Cummins. There's no G. Micah Cummins. And he has a superb channel. He has just passed 1,000 subscribers. And he's a house on fire right now. And he's great to watch and listen to. Knows what he's talking about when it comes to books, especially books about history. They're his foray. And when he talks about classics, you get the passion that comes through whenever he starts talking about his reading. So make sure you check him out. I'll put a link for him also down below in the descriptions. So, that being said, now usually I prepare my answers in advance when it comes to tags so I don't get tripped up. This one I'm doing off the fly. So, we'll see what happens. It's a short one, so maybe I'll get out of it without being too flummoxed. Okay? Prompt number 1. What you read. How has your taste in books evolved? That's kind of easy. When I was much younger, like a Cummins age, I was very much into plot-driven books, horror stories, thrillers, action-adventure, a very solid beginning, middle, and end, with a lot going on in between. And now, I'm more interested in characters and books that are character studies with lots of character development. It's okay if it has a plot too. I don't mind. But I'm more interested in the characters now, where before I was more interested in getting from point A to point B. Number 2, how you read. Has the format of your reading changed much? Yes, it has. As a matter of fact, I used to be devoted to physical books. Hardcovers, paperbacks, didn't matter. And I wanted nothing at all to do with ebooks. Then my wife got a Kindle Fire. And she started reading. And she just, one day, read one book on the Kindle. And she passed it to me. And I looked at what she had downloaded, and I noticed she had some short stories by Guy de Maupassant. And I thought, okay, well, some short stories, I'll try a couple of those, and we'll see how we do. And took one short story, and I was hooked, and made the transition almost completely to electronic books. And still, it's most of what I read. However, I'm currently working on a couple of projects where some of the books I want to read just are not available on ebooks. I'm doing a project of recreating my mother's bookshelf as much as I can remember of it, because she was an avid reader and she taught me to read, and she instilled the love of reading in me. So I'm starting to slide back a little bit. Still love my ebooks, but there are just some books I'm going to have to read in physical form because they're just not available electronically. I did a book haul recently on some books I got regarding this project. Just a couple of videos back if you want to go and take a look. Number 3, how much you read. Do you read more or less than previously? When do you read? And has how often you read changed? Yes, all the way across the board. Do you read more or less than previously? I think I read less than previously. It's just a matter of time. Life is very busy for me because I've just got a lot to do. I work full time. I take care of a wife who is partially handicapped, and I take care of our house and a lot of stuff, and I just don't have the time to read that I used to have. And I read mostly at work. Fortunately, I have a job that allows me to read at work, and I get a lot of reading done there. And also, my wife and I read to each other, and we get a lot of reading done that way. So yes, I do read less than I used to, which breaks my heart because I love reading it. And I also think as I've gotten older, my reading has slowed down. I used to be a very fast reader, and I think it's not only just that I've gotten older and it's made me slow down. I think as I've gotten older, I've taken more time to appreciate the writing, to appreciate what the author's doing. And sometimes I go back and reread paragraphs or even whole pages, sometimes a chapter, just because I'm so amazed at what the author did there, and I want to see it again. Yeah, I do read less. When do I read? I think I just mentioned I read at work, and which is where most of my reading is done. I do some at home, and some at bedtime. Sometimes I read a bit while I'm cooking dinner. Has how often you read changed? Yes, and I think I've already went through that already. I used to read all the time. My wife could be watching television and I'd be sitting there with a book reading, and I could just tune out the TV and just read. But yeah, how often I read has changed. You want to come up, Trap? Come on. There you go. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Oh, Trappist is here. Yeah. He's my big guy. He's a big Yorkie. He weighs in at 22 pounds, which is big for a Yorkie. Most Yorkies are about 10 or less. I don't know where his genes came from, but boy, when it comes to Yorkies, he's a big boy. Number 4 prompt. How has Booktube changed you as a reader? It's made me more adventurous as a reader, because I used to be the type of person, I knew what I liked. I liked generational sagas and historical novels and mysteries. And very rarely would I read anything that was published in this new century. I'm a 20th century addict when it comes to books. But YouTube and Booktube, and specifically, has opened me up to reading a lot more contemporary stuff. I read a lot this year, thanks to promptings from other people. A Little Life by Hana Yanagihara, and Project Hail Mary by, what's his name? Alan Weir? Something like that. Anyway, you'll see him in my year-end video of my favorites, I'm sure. There was also the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. All these books are books I would not have pursued Excuse me, TARDIS. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry, get off your sister. Had I not run into people on Booktube who were just raving about them. So, yes, Booktube has changed me as a reader. It has opened me up and made me more adventurous. Hold on just a second, please. Okay, now that I've broken up that cat and dog fight, which is exactly what that was, let's get back to what we were doing. Booktube changed me as a reader. We did that one. Oh, and then I gotta tag some people. And see, this is when I get caught unprepared. I am going to tag MJ at Reading This Life. I'm going to tag Read by Fred. And I'm going to tag Book Time with Elvis. And I hope they do them, if they haven't already. If they have already, oh well, they have already. So that's it. It was a good little tag. I liked it. I liked the questions, and it gave me a chance to talk about books. So, thanks, Micah, for tagging me in this. And everybody, please feel free to comment in the comments, whether you're a subscriber, or you're just a visitor, or you just stumbled upon this channel and don't know what the heck you're seeing. Just comment down below. I'd love to have the chat. Also, I have started a Discord channel, which opens up more avenues for having discussion about books. I'll put that link down below for those who are interested in joining me there. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Bye.